So what's up, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? This is your boy Joe Johnson, 030.
This is SEL0320. Sam, what's going on, everybody?
Alrighty, so we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna talk about these two movies. Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
So, just start off, these movies are awesome. If you haven't watched them, check them out. ASAP pronto. So you definitely want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We was watching these and Sam was like, Joe, you need to watch these. So I was like, alright man, I'm gonna check them out. You know, not knowing what he's getting me into.
I knew.
You knew. But anyway, so I'm up here watching these movies and first we're gonna talk about the first one, Part 1, you know. So pretty much the plot of this one is, you know what I'm saying, Batman has not been seen for 10 years. A new breed of criminal ravages Gotham City, forcing 55-year-old Bruce Wayne back into the Caped and cowl, I'm sorry. But does he still have what it takes to fight crime in a new era? Ooh, exactly. So, you know, this is what you see. You get to see Batman come out of retirement, you know what I'm saying, and deal with these new criminals, you know what I'm saying. And just to tell you, they are very challenging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, oh man, Batman coming out of retirement, you know what I'm saying? He's going to tear these dudes up, he's going to tear them a new one. Not so fast. Not so fast. So, Sam, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was epic, man. No, just playing. So, on the real, like, the villains, the mutants, the dudes are stacked. Like, they roll in deep. I was like, this West Side Story? It's the Warriors? Warriors, come out to play. On the real, the villain, the main villain, the leader of the mutants, the dude, he has skill. I mean, this dude, like, I think Alfred had made a statement at one point. He was like, look, this guy is in your prime. He will kill you. And, I mean, it was true. The guy, like, he had the fortitude of, like, a young Bruce Wayne and the skill and ferocity of somebody that wasn't afraid to kill people. Dude had incisors. Like, the incisors, like, would bite and kill people. And, I mean, I was like, at one point, he took a chunk out of Batman. But the fight sequences were epic. The visuals for it were epic. And for me being a comic book fan, like Frank Miller, the art was on point. I mean, even from just the covers themselves, those are so classic covers. But the visuals for it, y'all, I mean, like Part 1, it was just an homage to, we had looked at actually Batman Year 1, and looking at Batman Year 1 and going all the way back to this, it was almost like a look back, because thinking about how Batman started to how he has to go and try to readapt to everything, like, you see the ruthlessness of Batman. You see, like, the ferocity that he is now. Like, you know how somebody that's like a lot older than you, and he's like, man, I ain't taking you for nothing. Like, you ain't getting no breaks. Batman took no breaks. We saw Batman using guns to move stuff out the way. We saw him, like, break people's collarbones. We saw him, like, take things and objects and put them in people's eyes. Like, he had no remorse at all. And because he's older, he doesn't care. Like, he feels like he can do whatever he wants to do. And I just love that about Part 1. I thought that was a really good reintroduction of the character. And he's like the underdog, but at the same time, you knew he was Batman. So you knew he had what he had in him just from history, you know, just from experience. So I really loved the movie. It was awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Well, another aspect of the story, we're going to talk about character development of Batman, which is a very intriguing part of this movie. Because, like I mentioned in the previous video I was talking, you get to see a really, you know what I'm saying, the dark side of Batman, like his tortured soul, you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, I think a lot of times as viewers, we forget the fact that his parents were murdered in front of him, you know what I'm saying, and like, logically, you know what I'm saying, what kind of psychological ramifications does that have on a person?
Yeah. And
you really get to see some of that meat inside of Dark Knight Returns Part 1, you know, and so you're dealing with a lot like this movie. I think was most intriguing was you get to see not only the combat lethalness of Batman, but you see the mentality that he has.
Yeah, he's almost like dual-minded. He was like schizophrenic at times. There was times where I think in the beginning, like he was freaking out because he went to the Batcave and he shaved himself. He didn't even remember it. So I mean, that says that he might have levels of schizophrenia or like stuff that he can't let go of from his past, from the death of his parents. It's just real. I thought that Peter Weller, I don't know if you know, but Peter Weller was the voice of RoboCop. He's the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne. He did an awesome job. Like his voice was just so raspy, like, you are gonna do this, son. And I mean, I thought he did a really good job. I mean, even the girl, I think it was Ariel Winter. She hasn't been in that much, but she did a good job of playing like the Robin. What is the character's name? I think it's Carrie Kelly. She did a really good job as well. And then I think David Selby played Commissioner Gordan. So he did a good job as well. But believe it or not, guess who played the villain? Like the Mutant Lord. Do you remember, what is that? You remember Undercover Brother?
Yeah.
You remember Smart Brother?
Yeah.
He was the one that was the mutant leader.
Oh, wow. That's a shock.
Mutants. He does a good villain voice. I thought it was really good as far as the villain side.
Yeah. Oh man, the mutant leader. Oh my gosh, he's a very challenge for Batman, bro. Cause like the dude, he's crazy. Like parts of the, you know what I'm saying. It's very scary. You know what I'm saying. Cause
didn't he eat somebody?
he ate somebody. And there was in a position of power. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it. But anyway, but yeah, part 1 is awesome. We're gonna start talking about part 2 because we're running low on battery. You need to know that. But anyway, oh man, if you thought part 1 was good, oh my gosh, part 2 takes that up like 5 levels, 5 notches. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'll talk about this one.
All right, talk about part 2, bro. Cause this, I was done. I was like, this is it.
So the synopsis of it is: the Batman has returned after 10 years of absence. Gotham authorities want him arrested. But yeah, looking at this, I don't know. It was on a different level, y'all. I mean, when it goes to the part where it says the feds want the Man of Tomorrow to put a stop to him, when I read that, before I actually looked at the trailer, I saw the synopsis and I was like, the Man of Tomorrow. The only Man of Tomorrow I know of is Superman. So you're saying Batman is gonna be stopped by Superman, his best friend, his boy, the world's finest, are gonna collide and actually fight? What? So I mean, this whole thing is, you got the Joker in this one, who's been woken up from a catatonic state just from people talking about Batman. And he was a vegetable for over 10 some odd years. But now he's back. And this dude, he is insanely vicious. Like, there was points where the Joker was going through this love tunnel. And I don't know how many people died. And he just was point blank shooting people in the face, punching them in the throat, cutting them. And I mean, him and Batman finally had their epic bout. And the way that ends, that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning, because him and Carrie, like he had been training her and getting her accustomed to stuff. And they had this interaction, this beef with Superman saying like, look, you need to chill. And then it goes into the Joker storyline. But I mean, the Joker storyline, it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, because it was a real threat. I didn't know, if you never read the comic, The Dark Knight Returns, and you came into this, you wouldn't have known what would eventually happen to Batman, because Batman gets put through the ropes. I mean, he's stabbed, he's blown up, he's shot multiple times. I mean, he goes through it all. And I mean, the visuals for it was just intense. There were moments where I was like, did that just happen? Does those many people get just killed like that? And I mean, it was just such an intensity to this one that it might have been one of my favorite Batman storylines. I mean, this as a whole, if you count this as a whole, part 1 and part 2 as a whole, this is the best defining Batman movie event that they've ever had.
Agreed.
What was your take, man?
Ah man, just Dude, this really good, man. Because like Sam said, if you didn't read the comic book, which I didn't watching the movie before him, so if you didn't read the comic book and you don't know what's going down, you know what I'm saying? As a viewer, I'm like, of course the story is going to revolve around Batman defeating the Joker. You know what I'm saying? He always has. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was banking on, but. Even after that situation kind of climaxes and resolves, there's another battle between Batman and Superman, and it just the movie, the part two, just builds and builds and builds the entire time you're watching it. Not only that, but also does a good job of playing off of part one, because you'll see what I'm talking about and how. I'm gonna say how Batman leaves a legacy after part two, with people that are involved with the first one. And also another thing about part two is the feds, the cops are after Batman. You know what I'm saying? He's an outlaw at this point. So what that means is this kind of spoiler, not really. I mean, but Commissioner Gordan is retiring. You know what I'm saying? So there's a new replacement, and so we get to see how that plays out in the world of Gotham. So it's like I said, I agree with these two movies. Probably is one of the best renditions, best story plots of Batman that I've seen personally. Watch it. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
And I mean, we did like an overview of the Batman v Superman: The Dawn of Justice, the trailer for that. If I'm not saying it's gonna be exactly, I don't think it's gonna be exactly like the story because this is an older Batman. But if the fight is anything as epic as it was in this animation put to real life, oh my gosh. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, I can't even express enough, especially their first interaction face to face, because Batman is a tacticianer. And I mean, he's got age to him and stuff like that. But in the new movie, and we've even seen like a screenshot, like, see this, Joe? This is actually Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. Already, they showed the first screenshots of it. But I mean, he is a lot younger. So that means that he's going to have a lot more agility, a lot more tech available to him, and at the same time, the knowledge and the skills to actually take down Superman. But how's that going to happen in Batman vs. Superman is they haven't even introduced kryptonite into the series at all. So does Batman find the kryptonite? Does he create the kryptonite? All I know is just the Batman, the Dark Knight Returns series, like, literally put that expectation level that this has to succeed, because it's that good of an animation, it's that great of an action, story-driven, like, movie event. And I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, I'm definitely glad y'all requested for us to actually do a review on it. I've been wanting to do a review on it for a minute, and but yeah, I was like, Joe, you lead the red on this one because this is your baby.
Also want to add, you know what I'm saying? What? I'm in the shot. I also want to add that, you know what I'm saying, the fact that in part two, the Superman Batman fight is completely epic. Completely epic. Not only that, but what else was I trying to say? But, you know what I'm saying, if the Batman vs. Superman movie, the actual movie, doesn't follow the same exact plot. One thing that's exciting is that the look of it, because if you watch the leak trailer or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or the actual trailer, the Comic-Con trailer, then you've seen that the costumes, the Batman costume and the fighting armor he's wearing matches the same armor and costume he's wearing in here. From what we've seen. Okay, so we're just assuming at this point, but the expectation level is high, to say the least. But yeah, that's it for the review. Non-spoilers.
Yeah. Oh, I want to add, if y'all think that we should go see Dragon Ball Z, The Battle of the Gods in IMAX 3D or IMAX whatever this week, please comment below and let us know if y'all think we should, or you think we should go see the Ninja Turtles. Which one do you think we should go see? Dragon Ball Z? Anyway, it's just if y'all think that's a good recommendation, then definitely we'll go check it out and we'll come back and review it for y'all. Spoilers about. So, yeah, man. Awesome review. Had a great time. Please like it. Please comment.
Thumbs up.
Please subscribe. I'm out. Well, actually, I'll let you leave this time. You let it.
We keep talking. I like talking to you guys. Honestly, you know.
I'm gonna fall asleep on it.
I'm joking. Yeah, we're out. This is Joe Johnson 030 signing out. Holla.
SEO 032 signing out as well.
All right.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Oh man. Sound like an old man every time I leave.
All right, so we're doing 2 parts.
Yeah, Jackson.
Oh, we're doing 2 parts.
This is a blooper.
Are we like?
He wasn't ready. The game was 23-23. Get your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need.
Yeah, it's recording.
And welcome to the video. Sorry, Gamer. Shout out to Gamer 2323. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. Dude is hilarious. Best game reviews out there. Anyway.